Please welcome the president of Univision, Cesar Conde.
Buenas noches. Good evening, everyone. It's a tremendous honor to be here tonight to honor my good friend Mario Kreuzberger, our beloved Don Francisco in our community. Now, I recognize that many of you have not had the privilege to work with Don Francisco, but he's someone who has a tremendous passion and a vision, and that is what's helped him innovate so much in our industry. It has allowed him to connect with our audiences for over 50 years. Yes, you have heard right in the introduction. Today, this year, we celebrate the 50th year anniversary of Sábado Gigante on television. His success is a result of his passion for our television industry, but his success is also a result for his deep desire to also give back to our community, our Spanish-speaking community throughout the world. And these two passions have really made him a giant in our eyes. For many Hispanic families, Don Francisco and Sábado Gigante are a very sacred tradition. Every Saturday evening, families, from toddlers to grandparents, invite Don Francisco into their homes, and they get around the television set. And week in and week out, year in and year out, decade after decade, they have come to see him as part of their family. Don Francisco has launched the careers of all of the major Latin celebrities in this day and age across music, television, and movies. And it's no coincidence, because he has an incredible gift for recognizing talent, but he also has that incredible big heart to be willing to help nurture them throughout the years. Now, as much as he has done in this incredible television industry, I will tell you the reason I am so honored and humbled to be joining you here tonight to honor him is because of his humanitarian efforts. In 1978, he launched in his home country of Chile, El Teletón, the telethon. And in the years since then, this annual event has raised over $300 million, built over 11 hospitals, and has served and cared for 80,000 children of special needs. The work he has done has not only touched the lives of those children and their families, but it also transformed the way our community throughout the United States and Latin America saw philanthropy. We understood what it meant to go out of one's way and what it meant to do something that was bigger than oneself. Today, he becomes the first Hispanic since the great Desi Arnaz to be inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. And that's something that makes us incredibly proud. On a personal note, I was born and bred here in this country, and I too grew up with my parents and with my brothers watching Don Francisco every single week, and we have all laughed and we have all cried with him. And for me, it's been a tremendous privilege over the last few years to get to know Don Francisco, his wonderful wife Temi, who is here tonight, and his entire extended family. He is a friend, he's a mentor, and he really is an inspiration to me and so many of us in our community. One of the words that come to mind when I think of Don Francisco have always been his character, his class, and his compassion. And those characteristics have transcended language, have transcended culture, and they certainly have transcended all of the generations. I am joined up here on stage with Alejandra Espinosa, one of our stars from Sábado Gigante. Don Mario, con todo corazón de nuestra comunidad, gracias por el ejemplo que ha sido usted durante toda su vida. Usted es el orgullo hispano de nuestra comunidad. Ladies and gentlemen, I just said to Don Mario, we thank him for all of the incredible contributions he has made for our community. He is the pillar, he is the inspiration of our community in our hemisphere. it is an honor for me to be here tonight to induct Mario Kreutzberger, Don Francisco, into the Television Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Cesar, for your kind words, for your leadership, your support, and mostly for your true friendship. Also, I like to thank my friends, Cristina and Cesar Alvarez. They came only for a few hours from Miami. And my friend Lazaro Calderon, 14 or 15 hours with the plane from my home country in Chile. He's part of our foundation, the Talton Foundation, in my home country. Thank you, Academy of Television Arts and Science, for the tremendous honor of inducting me in the Television Hall of Fame. This is certainly an extraordinary milestone in my career. Maybe I have a funny accent. It's a mixture between Chilean, Jewish, Spanish, and American. Well, I accept this with humility and gratitude, and must share it with many people who made it possible. Sábado Gigante has been on the air for 50 years. That is more than 18,000 broadcast hours, and 2,600 Saturday we have reached our audience. And we have done it without missing one single Saturday. Looking back, I can hardly believe that what we once dreamed of long ago actually came true. This achievement is not mine alone, but one I share with the many passionate, hardworking, and talented colleagues who join me in the never-ending quest of success and sometimes elusive applause from our audience. To be fair, I also need to add one major factor in our success, and that is patience, in capital letters. This is a virtue embodied by my wife, Temi, who is here tonight, and with whom I committed bigamy 50 years ago, marrying both her and my television career. That was back in 1962. The three of us are celebrating tonight 50 years together. And we're going to have a nice party after the dinner. This glorious half-century produced Patricio, Vivi, and Francisco, our three children, who are also here tonight. As well as Ilan, Amir, Nicole, and Sharon, who are representing all of our 9 grandchildren here tonight. Thank you very much. Our program is a family show. That's why we had to be here tonight as a family. I want to give special thanks to Channel 13 in my home country in Chile, where I began my career on television. Also, I will thank Univision, who let us in and launch our show internationally, and Televisa for allowing us to reach the all-important Mexican audience. Thank you again to the Academy for opening the doors of this prestigious Hall of Fame to the powerful Hispanic market who represents this country's largest minority group and the one with the fastest growth rate in the last 20 years. I'm deeply honored to be, after Desi Arnaz, the first from my community to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, and I'm certain that many more will follow. I want to take a moment to congratulate the other inductees tonight, and I'm proud to be in your company entering to the prestigious Academy of Television Arts and Science Hall of Fame. And lastly, I want to add that none of this would have been possible without the unconditional loyalty of our audience during this magnificent, hardworking, and golden 50 years on television. My biggest applause tonight is for all of you and for my audience, my loyal audience. Good night. Muchas gracias. Buenas noches. Hasta siempre.